Hello everyone and welcome to my Adobe Premiere Pro tutorial. My name is TJ Style, and in this video I'm going to show you how can you work with markers inside Premiere. Right now, markers are very similar to sticky notes. You know how you basically use a sticky note, you just take a pen, write something on it and you stick it somewhere. Markers do the exact same thing. The difference is that you use sticky notes in real life, markers are in Premiere. Anyways, but markers comes in handy a lot of times and no one can deny that fact. Anyways, yeah, so we have a marker, right? So one more thing about markers, depending on which panel you're working in, whether you're working in the timeline panel or you're working in the source panel, the markers may get applied in a different way. So I'm going to be talking about both the panels in this video, okay? And by the end, I am pretty sure you'll have a good understanding on how to use the markers inside Premiere. Anyways, yeah, so basically you just hit the M key on the keyboard to apply a marker onto your timeline, right? Hit the M key and you'll see that you dropped in a marker. Now this kind of marker comes in handy a lot of times, like I've said, and if you hit M key 2 times in a row, fast hit M key 2 times, then you'll open something called a marker dialog box, and you basically can give your marker a description, say CC needed, right? And you hit the OK key and you'll see that you get a marker, but it has a small description on it which says, which basically gives you a pointer that you need to do something at this point of time in the video. Once you are done with your video, you can actually appoint markers to give direction to your buddies, to your colleagues, or to whomsoever you're working with, and they can be used in that kind of message service way also. If you want to ever remove a marker, then you can simply just select it, do a right click and say clear the current marker, and that gets rid of it. Say for some reason you decide that you wanted to mark in a lot of markers, right? You decided to mark in a lot of markers. Wait a second, I'm just gonna quickly add in some clips, and I'm gonna quickly just go ahead, mark in some markers, and all of these markers that you have marked are all wrong. For some reason, say the audio was not right, you worked with the wrong audio. For some reason everything was wrong, everything was out of sync, and this was a big disaster, and you want to get rid of all of these markers in one shot. So you can use a keyboard shortcut, or you can basically come over here, do a right click and take this option which says clear all markers, and in one sweep everything just goes away. Now if you want to challenge yourself and learn a keyboard shortcut, I usually use a keyboard shortcut. Then it's a pretty big keyboard shortcut, I have to say. Control Shift Alt M and everything goes out. So that's kind of nice, and that's how you're supposed to work with markers inside your timeline. Now I'm actually gonna import this clip to the source monitor, and a lot of times I get this question: can I mark my can I mark markers on my videos? Say for some reason you wanted to. Forget some reason, I'll give you a good reason. Say you wanted to mark a marker onto your video so that when you send it to After Effects, you can get a marker over there too. And the answer is yes, you can do that. But in order to do that, you need to take your video into the source monitor and apply markers over there. So the keyboard shortcut remains the same. You just basically keep your CTI at your desired position, hit the M key, and you'll mark a marker over here. Do a double click and you can give it a description over here too, say CC or add graphics, right? Click OK, and now you can see that you instantly get a marker onto this clip. So it's very instant, okay? It is real time. Forget almost, it is real time. And you're working with something, you marked in a lot of markers, right? And now you bring in the video to your timeline, you can see that the markers come along too with the video. And now if you were to ever send it into After Effects, you are actually going to be sending these markers along with the video, so that comes in handy. And the same thing can be used with the audio too. Now right now I don't have an audio file with me, but the process is the same. You can basically get waveforms over here. Actually this video doesn't have waveforms, or yep, it doesn't have waveforms because it doesn't have an audio. But basically you can mark markers onto waveforms, and once you bring the video, or the audio into the timeline, you can see that you have small markers marked onto the audio. So now if you send audio to the to After Effects, then the markers will go along with that audio. So markers are very important, okay, and that's how you're supposed to work with them. All these clips were taken from artbeats.com. The link is gonna be in the description. check it out, and I hope you like the tutorial. Please subscribe to my channel, and I will see you all next time. Take care, friends. Take care.